Today's the day that you all have been waiting for. All right, guys, today will be the collection video. Just a few things I want to say. I'm recording this after I've already recorded the collection and the outro for the video. And this will also be the giveaway winners as well. So first, the giveaway winners, we have first place being I Have Problems, LOL, literally saying, so me. Second place, we have Network. And third place, we have Cortez Carvalho. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And then fourth and fifth place is Vincent and Basil. I have all of you guys' emails. Congratulations on winning. And I'm super happy that you all entered and everything really brings my heart joy. So thank you. I have you all's email, so I'll go ahead and email you and let you know that you won. And if you're watching this video, then you'll know as well. Again, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. The next thing I want to say is all of you all are sick individuals. This collection video is probably going to be over an hour long. My editor is working her ass off. So thank you to her. Make sure you say thank you down in the comments because she is really, really amazing and I appreciate it. And even me doing this video right now is kind of messing stuff up. So hopefully she can forgive me. But I know you all don't know, I have over 750 manga. So this was a very long video. Hopefully you all enjoy. Thank you again for watching. And I will see you guys at the end. My next video is the collection video. Leave from my home with pitchforks and knives and fire. All right, guys, so first up, this is My Hero Academia. We have volumes 1 through 28. This is currently everything that is out right now. I haven't started reading this. I watched the anime up to the overall arc. And after the overall arc, I just stopped watching. It's just one of those things that I personally feel like you watch and then you stop and then you go back. So I figure I'll just grab the books and read them all. So that is 1 through 28 of everything that is currently released. Then next we have the spinoff, which is Vigilantes. I have 1 through 9. I actually have 10, but that'll come up in the haul for July. So I have 1 through 9. Vigilantes just takes place in the same universe, but I feel like it has a lot more to do with Aizawa. And I love me some Aizawa, as you can see, and Dabi as well. So I love me some Aizawa, and I'm really always interested in him and everything that he does and just his character in general. So yeah. Next, we have my small little Juji Ito collection of Love Sickness, Venus in the Blind Spot, Smash, Shiver. Uzumaki was his first work that I ever read. If you're ever interested in reading horror manga, 100%, everyone is going to recommend Juji Ito. His work is really, really good. And I love it. And it's so as you can see, just bizarre and crazy. And I hate this. I hate hoes. What I think it's called triphobia or something. Disgusting! Next, we have Blood on the Tracks, volumes 1 through 6. Again, this is currently everything that is released right now. This one is more so on the psychological side than Juji Ito, which is more on the horror and gore and grotesque sort of thing. It's about a mother who's kind of just tormenting her son with her mental illness. I just thought it was going to be a really good read. I saw like a video on it and just decided to pick it up. So I haven't read it yet. I just have everything that's current. Next, we have Pluto by Urasawa. This is a retelling of Astro Boy. This was, if you're looking for something like this that's like hard to find, this was hard to find. Like these last two volumes, especially this one, I have the last two volumes in what is this language? I don't honestly like Greek or something. Like it's something crazy, and I didn't even realize that I ordered it like that. So if I have any Greek people out here, or I have to actually look and see what it is. But this is a retelling of Astro Boy, and it's really, really good. I haven't read this yet either. It was just one of those things where it's like super hard to find, and I wanted to add it to my collection, so I just went ahead and decided to do that. Next, we have 20th Century Boys and then 21st. Again, by Urasawa. I truly, truly love his work. I've read the first 4, I believe, of 20th Century Boys. Then I stopped because I wanted to get everything because I was really enjoying the ride. His work is really, really good. He does a lot of like mystery type things. So if you're ever interested in mystery, this wouldn't be my first pick for him. We'll get to that later. However, this is a really good story as well. And then we have Master Keating volumes 1 and 2, again by Urasawa. I read like the first couple pages and immediately put it down. Not because I didn't like it, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. Like the mystery behind everything. And this about a insurance guy who comes and collects, does like investigations on insurance to make sure that they're not fraud, I believe. And it was good. Like, and it was only a couple pages. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not even gonna read the rest of these until I get everything and then figure out what I'm gonna do. Next, we have something that's almost in everyone's repertoire or collection, is All You Need Is Kill. Really good. I enjoyed it. I believe the movie is a lot better from my remembrance, but I'll have to go back. It's been a while since I picked that up. All right, next we have Vagabond 1 through 3. I read 1 and 2. I got 3. The other ones are kind of hard to find right now. So I'm not going to read 3 just until I get everything, and then read and enjoy it. The story is really, really good so far. I truly, truly like it. It's just one of those things, again, that everyone has, and you just have to pick it up. All right, along with this right here, this is Blade the Immortal, the omnibus. I have all of them that are currently complete, which is 1 through 10. And again, another classic that everyone has, a samurai guy who's immortal. Like, it's really, really good. I read, I believe, the first one, and then I stopped and went ahead and tried to find all of them. Luckily, I was able to do so. So I just went ahead and grabbed them all, and I'll be reading it shortly after I've finished everything else that I'm reading. And then I'll probably start on this sometime soon. Next, we have Children of the Whales, volumes 1 through 16. The first couple volumes actually was for my boyfriend because he really liked the show, and I ended up just buying them all. So, and was like, oh, you know what? I'll just read this. And I really like the show as well. It's on Netflix if you haven't seen it. Pretty good show. I'm not sure how the manga follows it, or how the show follows the manga, but it's really good and I really enjoy it. Next, we have Attack on Titan. We have No Regrets 1 and 2, which is complete. And then we have Before the Fall, volumes 1 through 10. I believe that it's up to 17 right now. Don't quote me on that. I know it's farther than 10. I haven't started reading it yet. I'm trying to wait until I read all of Attack on Titan, and then I'm gonna go ahead and read Before the Fall, just because I know that I'm gonna need my fix like after Attack on Titan ends. It's such a good series. Great storytelling, great character development, great characters. I love Attack on Titan. It's literally one of my favorite things, at least right now. So by all means, if you're looking for something good, it's what's funny is I saw something and a lot of people are like, when people who hate mecha anime don't realize that Attack on Titan is basically a mecha, and I'm like, that's kind of wild, but it's really, really good, and I enjoy it. So yeah. Next, we have the 3-in-1s for Bleach. I'm going to collect all of these and probably read Bleach. I'm really interested. I watched a few episodes and I really enjoyed it. And then we have Outcast and Oblivion Song, the hardcovers by Robert Kirkman. I haven't read these yet. They're actually still sealed. I'm waiting until I get everything because I really enjoyed Invincible. So Outcast is my next thing to go to, or Oblivion Song, one of the two, if I ever decide to get back into reading comics. Okay, next we have the Ultimate Collection for Invincible. I have them all. My friend is actually borrowing book 1, and then I have to go ahead and reorder book 7, but I have them all. I read them all. Invincible is literally top tier, one of my favorite comics of all time. So if you're ever interested in a comic who isn't afraid to go the distance and take another step, 100% recommend Invincible. All right, guys. Next, we have Full Metal Alchemist. These are the Full Metal editions. Like I mentioned before, if these get in the sun or anything like that, it just fades away. So that really sucks. But the Full Metal editions are really, really good. I really enjoy Full Metal Alchemist. Is my favorite of all time. Not one of my favorites, my favorite of all time. I love Full Metal. Great story, great characters, badass women. So you always have to support that. It's just a really good series. So I decided to get the Full Metal edition. Next, we have the Heroic Legend of Arslan. I've read book 1 and enjoyed it. I actually did a Let's Talk about it because you just don't see a lot of people talking about the Heroic Legend of Arslan, and this is really, really good. And it's by the same creator who made Full Metal. So it's like, you have to know that it's automatically going to reach your favorites. So it's a really good story so far. I'm actually reading one other series, and I'm going to take a break and then dive into this just so I don't burn myself out with the reading. But from the first book, I love Arslan. Next, we have the Colossal editions of Attack on Titan. I can't even pull these out because they're like right at the top. But like I said before, Attack on Titan is a great series. I really, really love it. I'm waiting for the 6th edition of the Colossal to come out, which would be the ending, I'm pretty sure, for Attack on Titan. So once I get that, I'll read it and then start everything else. Next, we have Berserk. These are the deluxe editions, I believe they're called. Yes, I still have them sealed up. I have 1 through 7. I haven't started reading them yet. I'm going to. The creator of Berserk passed away not too long ago. So, these books are kind of getting hard to find, especially if you are just now starting to collect to pay homage to him. But I heard Berserk is where a lot of people started and really enjoy it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing and read it and enjoy it when I'm ready to. So that's why they are staying sealed right now, because I'm not ready to experience what greatness is of Berserk. All right, down here on this final shelf, we have Ghost in the Shells, the hardcovers. We have 1, 1.5, and 2. Ghost in the Shell is a really good story as well. Really, really gets your mind going, especially at the end of 1, of who you are, what you're meant to do, your sense of self. And I really, really enjoy that. Then we have Akira, volumes 1 through 6, which is also complete. It is a great sci-fi. I mentioned it before in just my other things, so I really don't want to repeat myself and bore everybody you're saying the same exact thing. Yes, I know, but what else do you want me to say? It's a great sci-fi movie. I've seen it maybe like 3 or 4 times. So I just went ahead, when I was in Texas, I grabbed all of the manga, really enjoyed it. So I just went ahead, grabbed it all, and I'm probably gonna read it and just see if there's any differences. Pretty short for it just to be six volumes, but they're pretty big. So we'll just see. But yeah. Okay, on this shelf, there's multiple things. So how I have my things separated is kind of all over the place to you, okay? But to me, it's not. So here I have everything that I have that is just volume 1. So we have To Your Eternity, World Peace, Black Lagoon, Rurouni Kenshin, which is, I don't know if I'm supposed to support this man, but Rurouni Kenshin is really, really good. So I'm like, leave a comment down below and let me know, like, do you think I should still get everything? Because I did buy the next volumes and I kind of have the other ones on hold, or should I just not support this? But we also have, oh, it's upside down. Saturn Apartments, Volume 1, Slam Dunk, Bungo no Stray Dogs, The Stray Stories, Nichi. A comedy anime manga, ID Invaded, which is really, really good. And this art, look at this.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
This art is amazing, okay? We also have Dororo and Yakimaru, Downfall, Scott Pilgrim, and Solo Leveling. Those are all my volume 1s that I have. So these are things that I don't know if I want to continue getting, or I'm going to continue getting and they just haven't met the standards to meet everybody else on the other shelves. So yeah. Then we have ReZero volumes 1 and volume 2. Oh, so here and a little bit further on, I think, actually no, just these right here are all my volumes that I have are 1 and 2. Here I have volumes that are 1 and 2. A lot of these actually all of these I'm going to continue getting. This, Fate Zero, I don't know, understand. Like, I need to probably look it up and figure out why is this so hard to get now. Like, it was everywhere for a moment and now it's just like impossible to find, and I just don't understand. So, oh, well, this is probably my answer right here. It's Dark Horse. But yeah, so these are my volumes 1 and 2. We have ReZero, Fate Zero, Ajin, Zom 100, Shaman King, and Erased. All of these I want to continue to get and continue reading. These just released, this just released as well. And then again, another job for the comments if you ever want to. I don't understand how ReZero works as its titling. And I understand that the main character like dies and it's kind of like a restart thing. But the titling for these, I just don't get it, because it will say like chapter 2, volume 1, and it just confuses me. So if you know the answer to how it goes in order, I'll greatly appreciate it, so I'll be able to actually buy them in order and not freak out about it. All right, next we have my volume 3s, and I have one more down below. These are, we have Golden Kamui, which I'm probably going to get a lot more now that Right Stuff has them on sale for their birthday sale. We have Moriarty the Patriot. We also have Parasite, which is a really, really good anime. Really enjoy it if you're looking for something new to pick up. And then we also have the classic Soul Eater, which I love. So these hardcovers just came out, and I'm trying to get the rest of Parasite, which I believe is complete. So once I get that, then I'll kind of be set. Golden Kamui, I'm still trying to figure out whether I want to read it or not. But yeah, last of the volumes 3s, we have Gantz 1, 2, and 3. These are the 3-in-1s, I believe, or just the omnibus. Yeah, omnibus edition. Gantz is a really good series, and it's right up my alley of like how dark it is and everything. So if you're interested, or if you read Gantz or anything, let me know what you think about it. I'll be really interested to know. All right, next down here we have like my comics. So we have East to West, volume 1 through 10. We have Saga 1 through 5, the single editions, which I think I'm going to start getting the hardcovers and probably give away these singles. And then we have Avatar, The Last Airbender. We have The Search. So that is what happens to Zuko's mother. And then we have everything that happens after The Legend of Korra. So we have Ruins, Turf Wars. Oh, it's just three. Okay, so it's just Turf Wars and then Ruins of the Empire. And this is everything that happens after Korra, which is really, really good. I truly enjoyed that comic and everything that comes with it and the light that they show on a lot of stuff. So if you're interested, check that out. Next, we have like some little silly stuff that I have. So I have The Amazing World of Gumball, and I also have Steven Universe, Invader Zim Volume 1. This is Voltron, and we also have Snot Girl, which my editor is like me and her. We love Snot Girl, okay? The art in this is like unbelievably good. It's by the same creators who made Scott Pilgrim, I believe, and the art is just amazing. And the story is really, really good too. And the characters are like super silly and funny, and it's just a really, really good thing to read. And me and her like literally love it. Then next we have The Wicked and the Divine, Paper Girls, and then so those are all my comics. After Paper Girls, then we have Princess Mononoke. This is the picture book. We have the steel book of Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away. And then we have the limited edition collectors. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of Princess Mononoke. As you can see, I have 4 things for it because here's the Blu-ray right here. And it's Spirited Away, and just Ghibli in general. But Princess Mononoke is literally my favorite thing. So we have that. Then we have the Blu-ray right here. And then we have this steel book for Cowboy Bebop. I haven't watched this yet. I've read the manga. It's only 3 volumes. So at some point I'm going to watch Cowboy Bebop, which I believe is better than the manga. Lastly on this shelf, we just have my last little DVDs. So we have Avatar, the complete edition, Legend of Korra, the complete edition, Teen Titans, the complete series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 1. We have Mob Psycho 1 and 2, which is literally my favorite of all time. You're gonna see that I have a lot of stuff like still sealed. I just really care about it, and like some things I just don't want to open yet. Just because I like it so much. I know it's weird. Then we have The Lion King, not Miss Beyonce, not Miss
Lions, attack!
Not her, but we have the regular Lion King, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. And then we have Fooly Cooly, Promare, and then I got my mother to watch this crazy ride of a movie, which is Perfect Blue. Super, super good movie. Gets your mind going, and the twist at the end is kind of crazy as well. Oh, all right, guys, on our continuing our journey of everything that I have collected thus far in the last couple years, we have Platinum in volumes 1 through 13. I'm running out of space, as you can see. So I have to put volume 13 on top of the other ones, but Platinum in it's just a really, really good story, and I really enjoy it. It's by the same creator who made Death Note, which again is top tier. Everyone loves Death Note, which again is top tier. I feel like everyone loves Death Note. So if you're interested in a good story, a good cat and mouse game, then 100% recommend that. Next, we have Drifting Classroom. This is the complete set, and I didn't even notice. Okay, they did that, baby. They did that. Drifting Classroom. So the students in this book, their entire school just gets ripped out and sent into the future, and like things happen or whatever, and it's really, really crazy. And it was just a giant hole, and this is actually a scene, and I didn't even notice that they had it like that, so that's that's crazy. But Drifting Classroom is a really, really good. I feel like it's a classic just because of the art style. It's kind of oldish. So if you're ever interested in a good horror with kids and how, like, I believe it's called like Lord of the Flies, just how like kids are sent off somewhere and how they have to survive. This is it, and it's really, really good. All right, next we have Monster. Now this is the Urasawa work that I was going to recommend. There is an anime for this. It's like 70 something episodes. 100% worth it. I love Monster. This was one of my first things that I kind of just found on my own and got the entire set, fell in love with it, and completed it, and was super happy about it. Monster is a great, great, great story. Again, Urasawa does a lot of like mystery and like trying to figure things out, and this was it. So I'm here for it. All right, next we have Akame ga Kill. This is Akame ga Kill 0, and then we have 1 through 15, which is complete, along with 0, which is 1 through 10 and is complete as well. Really, really good series. I really enjoyed 0. There was a lot of scenes in there that kind of was like, yikes, yowzas. But it was good nonetheless, and I really enjoyed it. Just to see the backstory of everyone and how everything plays out. And then Akame ga Kill is really good as well, 100%, much better than anime. And the anime does good for what it's worth, but 0 and Akame ga Kill just amazing. We also have the spin-off, which is Hino ga Crush. I haven't read these yet. Again, a lot of these are still sealed. At some point, I'm going to read it. I read all of 0 and Akame ga Kill like back to back, and I just needed a break from Akame ga Kill. So I decided to go ahead and get into other stuff. This is the next couple shows that you're going to see is pretty much everything that I've read that I read completely all the way through or am going to, and it's only like a couple more volumes that I have to read. Next, we have Hunter x Hunter volumes 1 through 36. This is not complete. If you know Hunter x Hunter, then you know it will probably never get completed, but we love it. Okay, Hunter x Hunter is a great shonen. It's truly just amazing. Like I can't even, this arc that I'm showing you right now, like, is so good. Like so good. I truly love Hunter x Hunter. This was actually, again, one of the first mangas that I was reading and really getting into and deciding whether or not if I was going to start collecting manga. And I started reading Hunter x Hunter. I watched the anime like a couple times as well. But yeah, this was part of my start. Just a really good thing. And even where it's going now in the story, it's still really good. Like, still really good. So if you're ever interested in a good shonen, 100% recommend Hunter x Hunter. The books are kind of hard to find, but it's a great shonen. Watch the anime. All right, next we have Vinland Saga. This is everything that is complete right now. Volume 12, guys, is coming. If you know about Vinland Saga, then you know, okay?
If you don't know, like, I honestly feel bad for you. Like,
and this is coming. Volume 12 is coming. Okay, we can't wait enough. I will be waiting at their door. Okay, but this is a really, really good story. Really good anime as well. It pretty much follows the manga to a T. Just it's one of my top. It's in my top 5 of all time. Vinland Saga is great. Let's just, I can talk about that all day. So we'll move on to the next thing, which again is something else that's in my top 5, which is Mob Psycho 100. Great story about a child who is just like getting a hold and conquering his emotions and understanding who he is. I love Mob Psycho 100. If you're ever looking for like some psychedelic, beautiful coloring and everything in an anime, then 100% I recommend this. Next, we have a series that I just finished. This is Yu Yu Hakusho, volumes 1 through 19. This again is complete. This was a really good ride as well. And it's by the same person who made Hunter x Hunter. So like, at this point, this man can do no wrong, writing and drawing, okay? So it's a really good story. If you're interested, now probably isn't the best time to try to find all of this manga, just because it is like extremely hard to find. I don't even know how I found all of mine, to be honest. I was doing some searching, haggling, and I got it. But it's like hard right now to find. So if you're curious, you might have to take that curiosity online and not here, baby, because you'll probably be paying a lot to be able to get them. Next, we have Dead Man Wonderland. This is the first manga that I've ever completed reading and buying, the first one ever. And so it has a really big like place in my heart. The anime, trash, okay? Literal garbage. Like, get it out of here. I don't know what they thought they were doing. The manga's only 13 volumes. I don't understand what they did or why they did it the way that they did, but 100% recommend reading the manga over the anime. Dead Man Wonderland is amazing. And yes, I am 100% biased. Deal with it. All right, next we have Goodnight Poom Pooms volume 1, and then 7 is over here. These are still sealed. I read volumes 1 through 4, and then trying to get 5. Trying to get 5. I don't even want to tell you guys how much I paid to get this. Ridiculous amount, along with this one. And I actually got 2 of these because I got one for a good friend of mine who was trying to find it as well. Goodnight Poom Poom is a great, great, great story, but it's extremely like heartbreaking and sad. And I'm only on volume 4. So if you're interested in a good story that's going to keep you interested and keep you involved and wanting to know more and wanting to know where the story will go next, I 100% recommend Goodnight Poom Poom. It is a really, really good story. Next, we have Banana Fish. This is volumes 1 through 19. This is complete. A really good anime on Amazon, and a really good story. It's it's just one of those things where you're reading it and you're just like, man, like these dudes cannot catch a break. Like, it was constant, and I was here for it. Okay, I was
I'm waiting on you at the door.
okay. This was really, really hard to find as well. Just getting them all the exact same thing. I have one that is like, I guess, really, really rare. And I paid a decent amount for it, but I thought it was gonna come like everything else, and it didn't. And it's a volume 3, and it's just like a comic written. It's not in its manga form, but yeah, I read it because I couldn't find 3, and then I ended up finding 3. But yeah, so Banana Fish, a really good story if you're interested in. This is a shoujo. Yeah, it says it right here. It's a shoujo, which is like boys love or something, but they don't even like kiss. But it's just a really good story about 2 people just trying to be free and break free from adults, pretty much, and understand themselves. Next, we have the 3-in-1s for Neon Genesis Evangelion. My girl Ray right here. Again, another really good story. This is my real dude right here though. But if you're interested in things that have a biblical meaning to them, but also give you that anime aspect, mecha thing that you're looking for, Neon Genesis is the way to go. Just reading the manga, however, it's not enough. You have to go. There's a really good video on YouTube. Just type in like the backstory or Neon Genesis explained, because there's a lot that goes into Neon Genesis that isn't just in the manga. Also on this shelf, we have Psycho-Pass. This is volumes 1 through 4. I believe this just didn't sell well, so they didn't put out a lot. And it only goes up to 4. So it's a really good manga. I enjoy Psycho-Pass like so much. It's one of my favorites of all time. Again, it's kind of mystery-ish, psychological horror thriller type thing. Again, if I keep finding that if something isn't how I want it to be, it's these dudes right here, Dark Horse. I need them to get on that, get better at it, but that's none of my business. They ain't paying my bills, and I'm not paying theirs. So next, we have Fooly Cooly, the Omnibus. I recently read this and watched Fooly Cooly as well, and I was like, I really enjoyed this ride, but I don't know what is going on. And actually, the creator said that he wanted that to happen, for people just to enjoy a story, shut their brain off, and just have fun. And I did. So yeah. Next, we have Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm just gonna shoot down here to Tokyo Ghoul Re, along with some Ken Kaneki Funko Pops. Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorites of all time. It's a really, really good tragedy story about a kid who ends up becoming a ghoul and having to endure it and live with the ghouls and everything and become one. I really enjoyed Tokyo Ghoul Re. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
This is a load of barnacles.
But nonetheless, I read it all, and I can say that I enjoyed myself. So yeah. Next, we have the Cowboy Bebops. If you are looking to get these, it is like $80 something just for the 3 of these, if not more. So if you got it, go for it. I don't think that it's like truly worth it, but go off, sis. Next, we have a one-off, which is The God's Lie, which is a really good story as well. And then Girl on the Shore by Asano, who also wrote Goodnight Poom Poom. So as you can imagine, it's probably something sad. And it's different. We'll just say that. Then we have Devilman, so volumes 1 and 2. These are the classic collection. And I just read this not too long ago because I really like Devilman Crybaby, and just seeing the story again differently, it's really, really good. Next, we have Samurai 8, volumes 1 through 5. This is complete. I think I've read everything up to 3, and then 4 and 5 came out. They aren't going to make any more of these. I don't even think it's going to get a show, which kind of sucks. I wasn't a big fan of Naruto, but Samurai 8 was really, really good, and it's by the same creator. So I for sure say grab 1 through 5. Maybe in the future it'll come back. Next, we have Gundam Origins, volumes 1 through 12, I believe. Yep, 1 through 12. This is complete. I read volume 1 and decided to get the rest. I really enjoy Gundam. I'm not a huge mecha fan, so you probably won't see like a bunch in my collection. However, Gundam Origins is a really, really good story, and probably where you should start off. So if you're ever interested in reading Gundam or starting Gundam, I would say check out Origins. Lastly, on this shelf, we have Gangsta, volumes 1 through 8. I know absolutely nothing about Gangsta. However, I had a friend who works at the store where I get most of my manga from, and she was like, you'll probably really enjoy this. And if she tells me that I'm gonna enjoy it, I'm gonna enjoy it. So I just went ahead and grabbed it all. And it's on my to read list coming up pretty soon. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll just grab it all then and read it, because she hasn't led me astray or anything at all yet. All right, guys, we are kind of coming up to the final stretch. I have over 700 manga, so this is going to be an extremely long video. Shout out to my editor, because I couldn't do it, baby, but she can. So right now we have 1 through 10 of Future Diary. I believe this was a library edition that I got, and yellowing, like disgusting yellowing, is super bad. But yeah, I watched Future Diary. I really enjoy Future Diary. It's a really, really good show. So I just wanted to get the manga to see if there's any differences and everything. So we'll see once I start reading it. Next, we have Ikeyami the Ultimate Limit. This is volumes 1 through 10. 9 is actually out because that's the one that I'm reading right now. I love this series. It is episodic, so if you don't like anything like that, then you probably won't like Ikeyami. However, this is really, really good. 1 in 1,000 people get a shot, and within that shot is a nano capsule that will kill you between the ages of 18 and 24. And it's so that people can value their lives. However, like it's a ride, and people don't know if they're really valuing their lives or just want their child to be able to live as long as possible. And it makes sense. Really, really good series. 100% say recommend. Check it out. I wish, well, I don't know, leave down below if there's any like anime or anything for it. I would love to know and watch it. Next, we have Bloody Monday, volumes 1 through 11. This is complete as well. I read the back of this. I was going to start reading this before I started reading Ikeyami. I read the back of it, and it said the world was like overcoming with a virus, a deadly virus. And I said, oh,
Hold up. Wait a minute.
this is a little too close for home for me, baby. So we're gonna set you aside until my world right now isn't falling apart. So that's Bloody Monday. And I'm just gonna say this real fast. This is The Promised Neverland, 1 through 19. 20 comes out next month. It better be what I need it to be.
Period.
Next, we have Livingstone. This is by the same person who made Dead Man Wonderland. So I just decided to go ahead and grab it. 1 through 4 is complete. I'm a huge fan of art, just in general. So if you are ever looking for someone to talk to about manga that has really, really good art, hit me up. Or if you're a person who loves art and manga, let me know, because I'm a huge fan of art, and the art style in this looks really good. Next, we have a little raunchy series, a little spice. I don't even think, can I even? This is 10 count, and we're just gonna leave it like that. As you can see, 1 and 2 are unsealed, so I read those, but 3, 4, 5, and 6 are still sealed. This got me a little hot and bothered, and that is wild, because I don't normally read things like that, and that was a story. Yes, it was a story. So, at some point I'm gonna read the rest. I'm just not mentally prepared for the rest right now. Next, we have Ryuko volumes 1 and 2. I did a Let's Talk about this, so I'm not really gonna go into depth. But I really enjoyed this with a badass woman who, okay, she's not for play. Next, we have Demon Slayer, volumes 1 through 22. I am currently reading this. Actually, the last volume comes out next month, at the same time as The Promised Neverland. So I'm just hoping that it sticks to where it's at. But Demon Slayer, I was just talking to my friend, like, it's a solid 6. I'll maybe give it a 7. It's just kind of your typical shonen right now, and the only thing that's like really holding this up is the animation. And I can't be mad at it, because I watched the movie and that animation was literally top tier. So Demon Slayer is a decent story, decent characters, decent writing, but that's just it. Like, you don't get your hopes up for this. You don't, it's not something that's going to be like, ooh, like what's next? It's a shonen, and it plays on just being a shonen. Next, we have Assassination Classroom volumes 1 through 21. Again, another really, really good story. I haven't watched or seen it yet. A friend recommended it to me, so I went ahead and grabbed it all. A lot of times when people recommend stuff, well, the people who do recommend things to me are people who know exactly what I would like, or say like, hey, you're gonna like this, but X, Y, and Z, so give it until this amount of time, but then it'll be exactly what you need after. So I just went ahead and grabbed it all. I'm going to start reading this at some point as well. As you see, like, there's a lot of things I haven't read. I'm a collector, not a bookworm. Like, there's a difference, and I'm okay with that, because at some point I'm going to read all of it, but I'm going to read it when I'm ready to read it. Next, we have Jujutsu Kaisen, volumes 0 through 10. A really, really good story. I'm super excited for the movie that's going to come out for Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, and the anime right now is out and it's really, really good. Jujutsu Kaisen is like just an amazing story, and I love the characters, like backstory and how they became who they are and everything as well. So 100% recommend Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, you put this compared to Demon Slayer, then you'll understand why Demon Slayer is like a 6 or a 7. Next, we have Dorohedoro, volumes 1 through 23, a super big series. This was really hard to find. I was able to find it. I have it. I'm going to read it. This will probably be the next thing that I read after the Heroic Legend of Arslan, once I take my break or hiatus of reading so I don't burn myself out. But I'm super excited to read this. I watched the Netflix animation for it, and it was just like all over the place, but I enjoyed it. So I'm just curious to see if the manga is like that as well, and if the manga follows like the art style as well as the show. Right here we have my volumes 9, which is Gleipnir, volumes 1 through 9, and then Made in Abyss 1 through 9. Made in Abyss volume 9 just came out recently, and I really like Made in Abyss. It's one of the shows that me and my boyfriend watched together, and then I ended up buying the movie for like the season 2. So hopefully they come out with the rest of everything so him and I can watch it. But yeah, I like Made in Abyss. It's really fun. And then we have Gleipnir as well, which I watched the first season on Funimation. So I just went ahead and grabbed the manga because I wasn't mad at it. And again, I'm always curious to see the differences and how things play out in a book version as opposed to the show. Okay, next we have my volume 15s. So 1 through 15 of 7 Deadly Sins. And I have 1 through 15 of One Punch Man. I've read a lot of these. I've read 1 through 10 of 7 Deadly Sins and 1 through like 7 of One Punch Man. It's a good series. It's a good show, like for both of them. Even though I heard like season 4 of 7 Deadly Sins is like really crappy now, but you like what you like. And I don't mind 7 Deadly Sins. And I really like the spines and how they connect. I love stuff like that, so yeah. Next on our list, we have Hell's Paradise, volumes 1 through 8. We have No Guns Life, volumes 1 through 10. And we have Drifting Dragons, which I'm probably going to move No Guns Life. Sorry, I'm speaking out loud, but then we have Drifting Dragons, volumes 1 through 8. Drifting Dragons is my cooking manga that I feel like everyone should have once in a while. So I have a cooking manga if you are interested in talking about it. There's also a Netflix show. I read volume 1 and I really enjoyed it, so I just want to keep up to date with everything that's out for it. No Guns Life is a really good story as well. And then Hell's Paradise. Ooh, did I speak too soon, baby? I might read Hell's Paradise before I read Dorohedoro, because a lot of people said like it kind of gave Tokyo Ghoul vibes a little bit, and Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite things, so I'll probably go ahead and read that at some point soon. Next, we have Levis, volumes 1 through 8, and these are actually getting some yellowing on them. Did I buy them like this? I think I bought them like this, so forget that. We have Levis, volumes 1 through 8, and actually one of my subs, I believe it was one of my subs, or it was someone on Reddit, said that I need to get the hardcover before I start reading this. So I went ahead and grabbed the hardcover as well. So I'm going to read that before I start reading Levis. But I believe this is like a boxing comic, but I put it over here with my manga just because it's manga. We know it is. They might have put it one way, but we all know the truth, okay? When will the lies end? When will the lies end? Next, we have Serifs of the End, volumes 1 through 14. I actually want to get all of Serifs of the End. I believe it's right now up to like the 20s, so I need to get on that. But Serif of the End is a really good story. Another typical shonen. That's, if you don't know, this SH is Shonen Jump. So if you see any mangas that have, like you go back and watch the video or anything, you see anything that has the SH, it means Shonen Jump, which is just geared towards boys of a certain age. So Serif of the End, it's a really good story. I watched the anime, which kind of follows the manga like really, really well actually, but then it just stops. Who knows if we'll ever get a season 2? I would like a season 2. If you're hearing this, give me a season 2. But yeah, that is Serif of the End. Next, we have Fire Punch, volumes 1 through 8. This is by the same creator who made Chainsaw Man, which is like on everyone's list right now of having. And I read all of Fire Punch and haven't even thought about touching Chainsaw Man right now. So, but Fire Punch is like a really, really good story, and it's absurd at some points, but I think that's what makes it good. And I hear Chainsaw Man like fixes all the issues that were in Fire Punch, but to me it wasn't really a lot. Like Fire Punch was good. Fire Punch was good. Next, we have something else that was recommended to me that I haven't started, which is Great Priest Emotep. The art on this seems really, really good as well. It gives me my typical anime vibes, so I can't really be mad at that. But yeah, I mean, we got our Nubian god here, so when will we ever be at fault? Because I doubt that it's happening. It's the Great Priest Emotep, okay? Then next we have Noragami, volumes 1 through 8. I haven't started reading this. I watched all of the seasons that were on Hulu, and I really, really like Noragami. So I am at some point going to collect all of the manga and fill up my spaces, but right now it's not a top priority of things that I want to get and read. But Noragami is a really good story, and I really like Yato and everything about Yato and that he is. So yeah. All right, guys, we are in the final stretch. I know that this video is super long. If you stuck with me this long, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you skipped around, you skipped around. However, it is what it is. 700 manga plus, so almost 800. So yeah, it's a lot, and I get it. Next in my collection, I have Shibuya Goldfish, volumes 1 through 5. This is a horror manga. At some point, I might separate everything by like genre instead of just how many volumes I have. But Shibuya Goldfish is really good. Whoever wrote this really did their like research on goldfish, as crazy as that sounds, but it's a horror manga about goldfish taking over Shibuya, Tokyo, and it, as crazy as it sounds, it's just as good. Next, we have Inuyashiki, volumes 1 through 5. Again, just a really good story about an older man and a younger man who end up getting like superpowers, and what they do to them and what they do with them and how they use them. And it's just a really good story. And I was 100% here. I watched the anime on Amazon, again with my boyfriend. Obviously, we watch a lot of stuff together, but we watched it together and I really, really enjoyed it and had fun with it. Next, like I mentioned before, we have Chainsaw Man, volumes 1 through 5. This is everything that is out right now. Like I said, I haven't even thought about touching Chainsaw Man yet. It's probably because everyone's so hyped about it and that irritates me. So At some point I'm going to read it, but it's not a top priority. But I know that I have to grab it on now, because if I don't, I will probably never be able to. So yeah. Then we have the comedy, anime, and manga of Way of the House Husband. And then we have Radiant, volumes 1 through 5. And we also have Case Closed, volumes 1 through 5. All right. Next, we have Yukio Hoder, volumes 1 through 5 as well. I started watching this actually on YouTube, and I just figured I would go ahead and grab the manga. But Yukio Hoder is also in like the volumes 20s, and it's not a top priority for me, but at some point I'm going to get them all and read it. It's a pretty good story, and I read the first 3 volumes. Next, we have the Viz Big editions of Dragon Ball Z, volumes 1 through 5. It's Dragon Ball Z, like we all know. Next, we have Saint Young Men, volumes 1 through 5, again as well. This is everything that is currently out, and this is about Jesus and Buddha. I want to say living in New York, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. But Jesus and Buddha are living together. So another little comedy another comedy manga that I have, which isn't a lot. So I just figured I'll grab Saint Young Man. He seemed like something I would be interested in reading, along with Spy Family, volumes 1 through 5, which is going to get an anime pretty soon. So that'll be pretty cool. And then our last series that we have, 100% the end so far, will be Bunga no Stray Dogs, volumes 1 through 14. This is not complete. There are a bunch more volumes out right now. However, I just have 1 through 14. I started reading Bunga no Stray Dogs. It's really good. I actually started watching it as well. In season 2, season 2 takes a turn. The whole tone of the show changes, and I was here for it. I ate that shit up. Season 2 was really, really good. So I was just reading the manga. I think I read like 1 through 10. And I'm just slowly collecting everything. Again, it's not a top priority for me. All right, guys. So that was my complete collection of everything that I have in my room. My room is actually, my manga room at least, is like a box. So it's just like a giant square. So you were able to see everything along with my comics and DVDs that I have. If you have any questions or just want to talk about manga in general, you can put a comment down below. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more manga related things, and just continue the journey and everything that I'm going to be collecting along the way. I'm kind of close to 1,000 books, and that's kind of wild on its own. So if you're interested, stick with me. I'm going to continue doing this because I enjoy it and I have fun doing it, and I want you guys there with me as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.